control tower. So, looking at the flying display program, after the Falcons, we'll start off the real flying bit with the Breitling Wingwalkers. That's the pair of Stearman biplanes with the glamorous girls on the wing. And after that, something we've never had at Cosford before, the Belgian Air Force Red Devils display team. They're very welcome. They fly four very elegant Italian-built Sia Marchetti SF-260s. These are not actual First World War aircraft, they are replicas. The real First World War aircraft are probably too precious to do the kind of things that we're going to see these guys do this afternoon. So that's on about 12:45 or so. 9 aircraft there. So, following that is the RAF training aircraft, the RAF, with the national display from the official display team. Then we've got a fly-through of the Air Force's biggest ever aircraft, the Royal Air Force. So I was talking about Breitling being the sponsors, the leading manufacturer, they say, of high-quality luxury sports watches, and an official supplier to the aviation world. Wingwalking team honored to represent the Welshpool brand. Followed by Al and Nikita. Now you're going to be seeing a lot of those two girls. They'll be waving like crazy and doing all sorts of amazing acrobatic stunts as they stand on the top of the wing there. They, as you might imagine, can see you very clearly. The view from there is fantastic. So they will know when you're waving at them. So don't feel shy about it. Okay, starting off with the stack flypast. One aircraft stacked above the other. Sideways on. So they're still in the stack formation there with the aircraft behind them below, almost underneath the lead aircraft. In the faces at the moment. It's quite surprising how when you're standing upright, I did try this myself once very many years ago, and not quite as glamorously as Freya and Nikita are managing today. But that wind really does hit you. Now I think probably that they're not going to do a loop today, but that's when the speed really builds up to about 140 miles an hour before the aircraft pulls up, but we won't see that today. However, as they come back towards us, keep your eye out, and they will be doing a break. Slow on, go. There, and they'll be turning away from each other just now and then turning back to come back in towards for a crossover at the central point of the display area. Not to run into it. They get almost into negative G. All of this stuff dates from the Roaring 20s. Lots of young men and aeroplanes back from a war. Nothing much to do with it, so they developed all these barnstorming stunts. And how beautiful to have that cloudscape behind them, making for absolutely perfect clouds don't decide to drop any water on us later, but they look very pretty. Okay, one more crossover coming up, so if you missed the opportunity to catch them with that magic photo, you have one more chance. So I expect to see Al on the left there, catching up with Steve on the right. Al with Nikita Salmon, Steve with Freya Patterson. And they will come by in a long line roll, so long line astern. Both of them diving down. Interesting how you see how steep the bank turns are. 90 degrees of bank. Now what I hope we're going to see next, I think, is one of the most exciting bits of the show, good as that all is. The girls will actually be getting out of their harnesses where they're standing on the wing. And Freya will be sitting on the leading edge of the wing, and Nikita in a similar pose, a sort of balletic shape, high on the wing. They need lots of core strength to be able to push forward into the wind. It's very graceful. It's called the Wind Rider, which is actually the name of a Breitling watch. Both of them managing to look like a mascot on some fantastic 1930s car. This is the Breitling Wind Rider. Now, isn't that just elegance personified? The cockpit lady from Breitling. Breitling Wingwalkers have held some quite interesting world records. The youngest and the oldest wingwalker. Give them a big wave as they wave their wings. The youngest was one of the wingwalker in the world was 91. It's obviously from the same stock as that splendid parachutist from D-Day who celebrated the anniversary by parachuting once again. So, as always, an absolutely smashing show from the Breitling Wingwalkers, provided by Aerobatics at Rentham. And they're flying off, I suspect, to the other air show at Welshpool.